Hey everybody, welcome to the Midwest Picker YouTube channel. My name is Dave. I'm the Midwest Picker. I'm going to talk about what sold on eBay for me, and most people think some of the stuff I sell is trash. It's not trash. It might look like trash. People might treat it like trash. I don't. I treat it like money. Future sales. Before I get started, I'm sporting this nice original Enoch painting t-shirt. The painting is up there on the wall, but if you're interested in this merch, I believe I still have coffee cups, but I have t-shirts, long sleeve, and even sweatshirts. Go down in the description below. There's a link to my spring website where you can order this merchandise. It doesn't take too long. It takes about a week and a half, maybe two, to get delivered. They're much faster now, so check that out if you're interested. You can get yourself a cool shirt like this. So let's talk about trash. People think, why, Dave, are you listing trash on eBay? And to me, it's not trash, it's treasure. Things like third-class mail, old catalogs, old magazines, just weird stuff that people think is junk. How about game pieces to like the game Risk? How about a catalog from 1979? People throw away things like that. I don't. I sell them. First up is this set of two Blanco glass tumblers or glasses. This is definitely not trash. These are very collectible. If you've never heard of Blanco, I'll put the name up here on the screen. They make all kinds of glass, like vases and tumblers and bowls, and I mean, you name it. You'd have to Google it and look it up, but it's very, very collectible. These were free to me. My sister gave them to me. These sold for $39.95. Definitely not trash. Next up is this Ertl truck bank from the 1990s, I think 1995 or 1996. Some people think these are trash. NASCAR stuff is trash. Old die cast from the 90s is trash. While this is still new in the box, these are collectible. People do look for the particular truck brand, if it's a Ford or Chevy or a GM brand, or they like banks. I don't know why, but this is free to me. These are collectible. I don't suggest paying a lot of money. I got it for free, but if you see it at a garage sale, flea market, estate sale, whatever, don't pay more than like $2 for these things. They don't sell that fast, and they don't sell for a whole lot. But this one sold for $19.95. Branding is important too. If you have a truck bank that says Jack Daniels on it, or John Deere, Dr. Pepper, things like that, those people that collect those items will buy these banks too. So you got a crossover between bank collectors, truck collectors, and then particular brand collectors too. Next up is this Bob's Furniture Care Kit, still sealed new in the package. Most people that throw this away, they say, Dave, that's trash. They're not even in business anymore, I don't think. Why would anybody even want this? Just toss it in the garbage. Well, it's not garbage. I got this at a thrift store for $2.99. Sold for $15.99. That's not a huge margin, but it's not that bad either. And these definitely are not trash. Next up are these Smith & Wesson earplugs. I sourced about 6 of these from a restore store. That's what I like to call it, a restore store. I paid 50 cents a piece for these. I got 6 of them. They don't sell super fast, but they do sell. I took a best offer of 10 bucks. 50 cents into 10, not bad. Next up is this collector's plate. I've been selling these at least, I don't know, 2 or 3 a month. I sourced these for 18 cents. If you watch my previous videos, I won't get into that, but I bought a whole giant Rubbermaid tote full of collector plates, like 60 of them. So you do the math, cost of goods is like 18 cents. People say, Dave, collector plates? Really? That thing that boomers collect? That's trash. No, it's not trash, especially if your cost of goods is 18 cents. Well, this is George himself. Took a best offer of $9. Previous video, I sold one of these collector plates too. So watch my previous video if you haven't seen that. Before I get into the rest, hit that thumbs up button, and if you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. That way when I upload a new video or go live, you'll get a notification. So next up is this knockoff Swiss Army knife. Now I have a big tool chest, you know, those big red tool chests. I got one of those in the garage. I was cleaning it out one day, and in the bottom, it's just a bunch of trash, a bunch of stuff just kicking around down there. And I found this Swiss Army knife. It's not a real Swiss Army knife, it's kind of a knockoff. But it was just laying there, and I almost threw it away. And I looked at it, I said, you know what? I could clean this up, little WD-40, take the rust off, clean it, make it look nice. I could sell this on eBay. My wife laughs and says, Dave, that's trash. No, it's not. It's not trash. I'm going to put this on eBay. Cost of goods, 0. Took a best offer of $17. The second item this month that I almost threw in the trash and sold on eBay. Previous video, it was a knife catalog. Now, if you don't know, if you go to flea markets, garage sales, estate sales, whatever, they usually have this like wicker basket of old magazines, old catalogs, just pamphlets that says free on it because nobody wants it. It looks like trash, but I'm telling you, certain subject matters like knives, guns, muscle cars, doesn't matter. If it's a catalog, if it's a magazine, there's somebody that wants it, that collects it. And I had a catalog, 2001 catalog, totally outdated, but it was a knife catalog. That sucker sold, I think, $19.95. Next up, you're going to think I'm kidding. I was at a Goodwill store. I always go to the hardware section, you know, the manly section. And there was all kinds of tools, power tools, hand tools, plumbing supplies, you know, little baby food jars full of nuts and bolts, the things that guys like me like. And there was this little white box that was smashed. I mean, it was crushed, but it caught my eye. I looked at it and said, I wonder what's in that box. So if you're ever anywhere outsourcing and you see a box that's kind of smashed and crushed, a lot of people pass those over. Don't do that. It could be something bulletproof inside that box, and most people just skip over it. I went to this box and I opened it up and I peered inside and my eyes got big. I thought, aha, I'm buying this. Cost of goods was $1. What was it? It was a Delta brand shower head. If you don't know Delta, as far as plumbing supplies, it sells like crazy. This was technically new in the box, even though the box was smashed. So I did not include the box in the listing, but I did include the package insert and the plastic bag that the shower head was inside of. So it was like new open box. Sold for $29.95. $1, looking trashy, into $29.95. I'll do that all day long. Next up is my home run of the week. I kind of paid up on this one. I was a little bit nervous, but I paid $40 for this book. It is hardcover with the dust jacket, and it's signed by the author. So I thought, yeah, I'll pay 40 bucks. I listed it high for $199.95. I took a best offer of $179.95, sold in about 2 months. And if you didn't know, fantasy art, Dungeons and Dragons, wizards and warlocks, and all that kind of stuff, swords and sandals, all that stuff sells, whether it's a board game, whether it's a hardcover book, an art book, a poster, whatever. It's very collectible, and the older, the better. Next up is vacuum cleaner bags. Yes, there are still people out there that use vacuum cleaner bags. We personally, Mrs. Midwest and myself, use a Shark vacuum, so lots of canister vacuums don't use bags anymore, but some people still use them and some people still buy them. I sourced these at a restore store. Paid $2 for this box of vacuum cleaner bags, took a best offer of $21 out the door. Next up is this Victoria's Secret, I don't know what it is, like a body spray perfumey thing. I have no idea. I don't need to know. This was free to me. I saw the brand Victoria's Secret, still sealed, brand new. Make sure any health and beauty aid items are still sealed and brand new. Kind of common sense, but not everybody checks that, but make sure it's checked. These have stickers on them that show it's still sealed, but this was free and I snatched them up. Sold for $25. That's not bad, free to 25 bucks. The last item is a vintage sword, and this is kind of a lesson learned. I bought this over 4 years ago from High Bid. I paid, I don't know, $40, $50 for this thing. I do not recommend you source swords. That's a tongue twister, hard to say. Unless you're a subject matter expert and you know everything there is to know about swords. I know nothing. This is very old, from the turn of the century, like the 19-teens, 1920s, and it's a fraternal organization ceremonial sword where they unite you and, you know, tap you on the shoulders and stuff. Extremely beautiful. I mean, this is it's just beautiful. Very good condition for how old it is, but man, I spent 6 hours just researching what this was, and it was the Maccabees, the Knights of the Modern Maccabees. I would have to look it up again, but it took forever, and shipping is a pain because it's so long. It is under 30 inches. I think it was 27.5 inches, but the shipping is crazy. It's very nichey. People don't necessarily buy these, and eBay's weird about weapons, so I just don't recommend it. And you probably are going to source them very expensive. You're not going to make a lot of money. You're going to spend a lot of time researching it. listing it, taking lowball offers, and then all the shipping. So unless you're an expert or you know a lot about swords, I don't recommend it. I listed it for $249 a long time ago because the comps are all over the place. Very difficult to find comps on this thing. Ended up taking a best offer just recently, a couple days ago, for 125 bucks. I was thrilled to get rid of that thing. So that's the video, guys. Don't turn your nose up to trash. If you think something is valuable based on what you saw in this video today, grab it, especially if it's for free. But you wouldn't believe things that people throw away. They say that's trash and it'll sell on eBay. All my previous videos, same thing, bunch of stuff that's old technology that's outdated, old magazines, you name it, stuff that people just throw away, people will buy. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I'm going to be making more videos as fast as I can. I've been slacking. I'm going to try to make a video every week minimum. I should be going live soon too. So that's it. Until next time, see ya.